everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Equator Prize Award Ceremony. You have just witnessed a traditional terrena dance ceremony from one of the Equator Prize winners' communities in Brazil. Warmest thanks for that beautiful and moving ceremony. What a great way to officially kick off the 15th Equator Prize Award ceremony this year. I am Hindu Umaru Ibrahim, and I will be your host for this year's Prize Award ceremony. Today, we gather to honor the remarkable effort of 11 indigenous peoples and local communities from across the globe, whose nature-based solutions are creating waves of change for our planet. These initiatives are not only tackling the climate crisis head-on, but they are offering innovative pathways that bring us closer to achieving many of the Sustainable Development Goals. From forests to wetlands, from coastal regions to mountain ranges, from farmlands to rangelands. These extraordinary winners represent a vast spectrum of ecosystems, each playing a critical role in protecting our planet. They are leaders in their communities, safeguarding indigenous rights, strengthening local economies, and positioning nature at the centers of the climate action development strategies. The challenges these communities face may be unique, but they are united by their commitment to securing a future informed by the wisdom of indigenous people's knowledge and local knowledge, a future where nature both our guide and our solutions. Their histories of resilience and innovation serve as an inspiration for us all, showing how deeply interconnected the health of our planet is with the well-being of its people. This year's Equator's Prize winners fall into three thematic categories. 1, nature for climate mitigation. 2, nature for a just transitions. And 3, nature for climate adaptation and resilience. Each of these initiatives illustrated how nature itself offered the most powerful and sustainable responses to the global climate emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, before we dive into the history of those aspiring communities, let's first hear from our special guest, Midori Paston, who is the director of the United Nations Development Program's Nature Hub. Over to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to celebrate the 2024 Equator Prize winners. I remember the Equator Initiative was created when I was in Namibia more than 20 years ago. I was at the UNDP Namibia country office working with government agencies and communities, and I really felt local communities should be recognized for the essential roles they play in nature-based solutions critical for achieving global biodiversity and climate goals, as well as for their local development. The Equator Prize is doing just that. At the core of the United Nations Development Programme's mission is the meaningful inclusion of Indigenous peoples and local communities in the fight to protect our planet and to achieve equitable and sustainable development. As we enter a new era of climate and nature action, one thing is clear. We cannot reach climate nor biodiversity goals without ensuring that the voices of those who have lived in harmony with nature for generations are front and center. Indigenous peoples and local communities are stewards of 80% of the world's biodiversity, and their knowledge systems are vital for climate resilience and conservation. We recently launched the UNDP Nature Pledge to upscale our support to countries and communities. Our focus is not just about high-level policies, it's about justice. Indigenous peoples and local communities have long been excluded from decision-making processes, even when their lands are at stake. This obviously must change. Their full participation is essential not just as stakeholders, but as equal partners in shaping the solution that affect both their lives and our planet's future. UNDP is committed to ensuring these communities have the resources, platforms, and protections needed to lead on nature-based solutions. For over 20 years, the Equator Initiative has supported their inclusion, safeguarding land rights, respecting cultural heritage, and amplifying their voices on the global stage. I would like to thank our Equator Initiative partners and donors, particularly the governments of Norway and Germany, for making this possible. But most of all, I would like to thank the Equator Prize winners. Together, we are not just advancing environmental goals, we are building a more just and sustainable world. Thank you.
For your powerful work and for your leadership at the UNDP Nature Hub. The incredible work of Indigenous peoples and local communities continue to remind us that nature holds the solution to the climate crisis. As we move forward in this ceremony, we will celebrate the initiative that harness the power of nature to combat climate change and mitigate its impacts. Our first category, Nature for Climate Mitigation, showcases initiatives that are leading the change in reducing carbon emissions, protecting vital ecosystems, and demonstrating how nature-based solutions can be pivotal in addressing the global climate challenge. To introduce the winners in this category, we are honored to have with us today my sister and friend Razan Al-Mubarak, who is the president of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, a champion for environmental preservation and biodiversity conservation. Razan has been a powerful voice advocating for nature and indigenous peoples, as she is the founder of Sustainable Development. Sister Razan, the floor is yours.
Dear friends, dear colleagues, it is a privilege to participate in this year's Equator Prize Ceremony. This year's event, with the theme of nature and climate, comes at a particularly important juncture in this critical decade. The twin crises of climate change and nature loss require immediate and urgent action. At the heart of our global response lies an often under-recognized but vital solution: the role of Indigenous peoples and local communities. We need to celebrate, we need to support and scale up local climate solutions to enhance carbon sequestration, ensure adaptation and resilience, and support a just transition to a nature-positive and a zero-carbon future. And Indigenous peoples are our stewards. They are our stewards of the natural world. They live in close proximity to ecosystems and wildlife. Their livelihoods, their identity and well-being are intricately connected to the health of these environments. And therefore, these communities possess the invaluable traditional knowledge and practices that have been honed over generations, ensuring sustainable use and conservation of natural resources. This year's Equator Prize winners show us just how important this knowledge is in creating a safety net for humanity and for our planet. Yet, these communities often face significant challenges. Climate change is altering landscapes and seascapes, disrupting the delicate balance that they have maintained for centuries. Economic pressures undermine their rights and compromise their ability to protect their environments. Despite these challenges, and perhaps because of these challenges, there are immense opportunities. By empowering Indigenous peoples and local actors, we can leverage their deep-rooted connection to nature. Supporting their rights, their access to finance, and integrating their knowledge with scientific research can create resilient and adaptive strategies to combat both climate change and biodiversity loss. But Indigenous peoples cannot do this alone. They need the collective effort and recognition of governments, NGOs, the private sector, financial institutions, and every individual who cares about our planet's future. By supporting Indigenous peoples' self-determined climate action, we are investing in a more sustainable, equitable, and resilient world. In my role as high-level climate champion and as president of the IUCN, I am committed to placing Indigenous peoples and their rights at the forefront of our efforts to protect the climate and the environment. I work closely, and I have the privilege to do so, with Indigenous peoples to uplift the need for direct access to finance from a variety of sources. And at COP28, we helped launch the Pudong Initiative to ensure Indigenous peoples are empowered to access, manage, and govern these financial investments. And as part of my commitment to support Indigenous peoples, I also helped launch a global Indigenous people data study supported by COP28 to establish solid evidence-based work showcasing Indigenous peoples' significant contributions in the critical realm of climate action and the need to create financial mechanisms that are fit for purpose and support Indigenous peoples directly. Last but not least, I am committed to ensure Indigenous peoples' contributions are visible and recognized throughout all the relevant work of the high-level champions, including the Race to Resilience and Race to Zero campaigns, as well as the breakthroughs and the Sharm el-Sheikh adaptation agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, as we navigate the complexities of climate change and nature conservation, let us remember that the solutions often lie in the hands of those that are closest to the land and to the sea. Indigenous peoples are not just stakeholders. They are the very heartbeat of our environmental stewardship, and together we can build a future where both people and nature thrive. To this year's Equator Prize winners, I offer my heartfelt congratulations, and we are all indebted to your work. Thank you.
And now, without further ado, let us learn about the first winners in the category of Nature for Climate Mitigation with this short video.
En este lugar, la flora andina se unió con la flora del Pacífico y aquí se encontraron y creó una de las zonas de mayor biodiversidad que hay en Colombia.
Es un paraíso natural, cubierto de mucha vegetación, de todos los colores, ¿no? Cuando uno recorre la montaña, escucha diferentes sonidos. Entonces, para mí, es como escuchar una canción.
Hace algunos años, esta reserva era de la Fundación Fe Social, la cual era una propiedad privada. Hoy, con la gestión que hizo el resguardo de Pialapí Pueblo Viejo y sus líderes, hace parte integral ya del resguardo.
Pues ha sido un gran reto y una gran responsabilidad, ¿no? Porque las comunidades, en ocasiones o en tiempos anteriores, se puede decir, se dedicaban a la caza, por ejemplo, ¿no? Pero esto, el tener en protección este espacio, nos permitió entender, ¿no?, que todos los elementos que existen, pues, en el territorio juegan un papel importante.
Yo considero que esto es cuestión de formación. Ancestralmente conservábamos, pero nunca llegamos a valorar la importancia que tiene el conservar.
Aquí está el compañero Jaime cuando era guía.
Yo no sabía cuántas variedades de orquídeas había. Yo creía en un momento que todas eran iguales. Llego aquí y me encuentro con una variedad impresionante de orquídeas, con que el tucán de montaña está en vías de extinción. Ahí es donde existe esa motivación de conservación.
Bienvenidos a la reserva.
Anteriormente todo el mantenimiento, el personal que trabajaba aquí era como decir la carga para el resguardo, y esa no era la idea de recibir la planada, sino que al contrario, desde aquí que podamos ayudar a las comunidades, y el proyecto de turismo pues eso nos permitió. Históricamente pues en la reserva han venido muchas personas con ese propósito de conocer la gran biodiversidad que tenemos, y pues aquí reposa gran parte de esa investigación, ¿no? Nosotros aprendemos de ellos y ellos aprenden de nosotros.
Todo lo que hemos pasado aquí en la planada nos ha permitido darnos unos saltos muy importantes. De aquí han salido concejales, han sido alcaldes, y hoy pues me siento realmente contento que sale un decreto en donde las autoridades indígenas son reconocidas como autoridades ambientales. Eso es una novedad para nosotros los Aguá, porque las comunidades indígenas realmente hemos sido abandonadas por los diferentes gobiernos. Pero las luchas, el reconocimiento que hoy tenemos los Aguá es producto de estar en las movilizaciones, de salir a las vías. Hoy se están dando los reconocimientos.
Congratulations to Reserva Naturala La Planada. You manage an impressive 3,200 hectares reserve within the Awa Pialapi Pueblo Viejo Indigenous Reserve. Since 2010, you have led the way in combining resources conservation with scientific tourism, enhancing both the local economy and biodiversity. Your efforts not only protect our people's cultural heritage, but also promote the sustainable land management for future generations. Reserva Natural La Planada, you have exemplified how to restore harmony between people and nature. What is your secret to successfully protecting and preserving the 3,200 hectare reserve?
Agradecemos de manera especial, en nombre del pueblo Aguá, Resguardo Pialapí Pueblo Viejo, este Premio Ecuatorial 2024. El secreto de nuestra exitosa conservación y protección de las 3.200 hectáreas de la Reserva Natural Aplanada está basada en el compromiso y la gran responsabilidad que tenemos como pueblo Aguá bajo los principios ancestrales y gracias a los aliados estratégicos que le apuestan a estos procesos. Nuestro enfoque de aprendizaje está basado en el conocimiento de la formación en doble vía, donde se conjuga el conocimiento científico con el conocimiento ancestral. De esta manera, posicionando a la Planada como un destino único y de experiencias auténticas y sostenibles. La gobernanza se basa principalmente en nuestro mandato ancestral de justicia propia, donde pone foco la responsabilidad y la participación. La Guardia Indígena Ambiental ha sido importante para proteger y salvaguardar el territorio y empoderar a los jóvenes y mujeres en estos procesos. La Planada conserva ecosistemas críticos, protegiendo 2.144 especies, incluidas 112 endémicas, contribuye a la regulación del clima y al mantenimiento del ciclo del agua. Gracias a la iniciativa ecuatorial, a nuestra comunidad y a nuestros socios aliados por motivarnos a seguir construyendo un futuro en el que la armonía con la naturaleza y el patrimonio cultural sean las piedras angulares del desarrollo sostenible.
From the heart of the Amazon, let us now travel to West Africa. Let us discover the remarkable work of Réserve naturelle communautaire de Dingdem Fellow in Senegal.
Le chimpanzé ne connaît pas la frontière. Parfois il est là, parfois il est de l'autre côté. Nous, si on protège et on conserve, alors que la Guinée ne protège pas et ne conserve pas, ça va poser problème. Donc, pour la mise en place de cette réserve naturelle communautaire transfrontalière, il fallait surtout ensemble pouvoir les protéger afin que le couloir soit bien respecté entre les deux pays. Depuis 2009, l'idée est venue de la communauté rurale de Dindéfelo parce que l'idée de la création de la réserve, c'était la protection, la conservation de la biodiversité, mais aussi et surtout la protection et la conservation de l'habitat du chimpanzé.
Parmi ces objectifs, la réserve a un personnel dans lequel il y a des éco-guides qui sont chargés de surveiller toute la faune, surtout l'espèce chimpanzé. Et ensuite, il y a les éco-gardes qui sont là pour surveiller la flore. La conservation, elle est très bénéfique parce que c'est en conservant toutes ces ressources que nous avons des opportunités d'accueillir des visiteurs. Ces visiteurs contribuent. Il y a d'abord 50% que l'on utilise pour la motivation du personnel et les 20% pour l'entretien des sites. On assure le paiement des groupements féminins et les 30% sont alloués à la commune qui les utilise directement dans la communauté.
Le réserve implique tous les jeunes. Tous les jeunes d'ici savent comment ils organisent leurs activités, où l'argent part. Moi, par exemple, j'ai participé à 2 formations du réserve. C'est grâce à la réserve avec leur formation qu'on a su toutes les informations du village.
Congratulations to Reserve Naturelle Communautaire de Denden Fellow. You have established a pioneering communities nature reserve in Senegal, involving 12 local villages in protecting your unique natural environment. Your effort in biodiversity preservations, chimpanzee protections, reforestations, and sustainable practices like market garden showcase the impact of local driving conservation. Your work eliminates the power of communities in safeguarding natural habitat for future generations. Denden Fellow, your approach to balancing environmental conservation with the need of local communities is truly unique. How have you had an impact on both the environmental and the people in the area?
La réserve naturelle communautaire de Denden créée en 2010 est née de la volonté des 12 villages de la commune de protéger notre environnement naturel exceptionnel tout en respectant la présence humaine à son sein. Notre approche est unique puisqu'elle est ancrée dans nos valeurs naturelles et culturelles et dans la collaboration communautaire. Nous avons désigné 3 zones distinctes. Une zone pour l'habitat des populations, une zone pour faire de l'agriculture et la gestion des ressources naturelles et une autre zone exclusivement réservée à la faune. Ce système de zonage nous a permis de faire cohabiter entre un monde sauvage et un monde humain dans le même espace naturel, tout en préservant des habitats essentiels, en particulier la population des chimpanzés, un espace menacé. Nos efforts ont eu des considérations, en tout cas des répercussions importantes sur l'environnement. Nous avons constaté une augmentation nette de la biodiversité, avec plus de 250 espèces d'oiseaux résidant aujourd'hui dans la réserve. La population des chimpanzés aussi a connu une croissance prometteuse grâce à nos efforts de conservation. Nos projets de reboisement ont été couronnés de succès, avec des milliers d'arbres qui ont été plantés chaque année et nos initiatives de mise en place des feux précoces, des pare-feux, ont permis de réduire considérablement les feux de brousse. Au-delà de la conservation de l'environnement, notre initiative a mis l'accent sur l'autonomisation des femmes tout en créant des opportunités économiques grâce à des projets de tourisme durable et d'agriculture. Nos groupes dirigés par des femmes jouent un rôle crucial dans ces activités en favorisant l'indépendance financière des femmes, mais aussi cette autonomie de ces femmes. Nous remercions en tout cas d'avoir couronné cette réserve parmi les 11 lauréats du prix Equator de 2024 et nous restons fidèles à nos principes de conservation, de protection, en tout cas pour pouvoir s'aligner avec les différentes structures qui œuvrent pour la protection de l'environnement.
From Senegal, let us now journey to the heart of the Amazon in Brazil. Discover the remarkable effort of União dos Povos do Vale do Javari in preserving one of the world's most vital ecosystems.
A terra indígena Vale do Javari é a segunda maior terra indígena do Brasil. São aproximadamente 6 mil indígenas que tem dentro do Vale do Javari, fora os índios isolados, que, de acordo com a FUNAI, é a região que mais concentra esse número de indígenas sem contato aqui.
A Unifaz fez toda essa articulação com outros povos
O que ela sofre mais aqui é com a caça e a pesca ilegal. Os argumentos que os invasores podem utilizar são que eles não sabiam que estavam dentro da terra indígena. Então, esses limites, quando eles estão demarcados, fica um limite físico, né, que é visível, e a gente está fazendo a limpeza da picada da demarcação. E é um dos trabalhos para a gente também estar, de certa forma, ocupando, não ocupando permanentemente, mas fazendo um trabalho de monitoramento aí em todos os momentos.
O principal papel da Univaja hoje é defender o território. O mais importante para nós é registrar para depois encaminhar para os órgãos responsáveis e competentes. Que antes a gente formalizava uma carta de denúncia, só que não tinha fundamento. Por quê? Porque nós não tínhamos prova concreta.
A gente continua vendo as invasões acontecendo, ameaças aparecem. A gente sempre tem que tomar o máximo cuidado possível para não acabar igual os nossos colegas aí que já foram mortos por aqui pela região. Mas é um trabalho que tem um risco envolvido, a gente sabe, faz por gostar da causa.
A Univaja, ela é uma arma para nós. Nós não brigamos mais com arma de fogo, com arco e flecha. Hoje usamos a nossa organização através de documentos. E hoje a Univaja tem uma equipe que representa todos esses povos que vivem dentro da terra indígena Vale do Javari. Nós somos os primeiros habitantes desse país e sempre queremos defender o nosso território, pelo trabalho que a gente faz, né, para que nós consigamos ter um território próprio, para que a gente consiga educar nossos filhos, nossas futuras gerações da forma tradicional.
Your work with União dos Povos do Vale do Javari is crucial. Since 2007, you have protected Brazil's vast 8.5 million hectare Javari Valley, home of 16 distinct indigenous peoples. Through advocacy, traditional knowledge, and innovative tech, you tackled challenges in health, education, and resource management, all while defending the Amazon's ecosystems and cultures. Despite significant pressure, you are deeply committed to preserving this unique region. Your exemplary work in defending constitutional rights, preserving traditional knowledge, and protecting the vast Javari Valley territory is crucial for safeguarding both Amazon's integrity and indigenous peoples' rights. How do you preserve your unique ecosystems and culture despite organized crime and resource pressures?
Apesar dos desafios significativos, incluindo o crime organizado e as pressões por recursos, nós da União dos Povos Indígenas do Vale do Javari permanecemos firmes em nosso compromisso de proteger a integridade da Amazônia e direitos indígenas. Nossa maior iniciativa, o Projeto de Proteção Etnoambiental Vale do Javari, desempenha um papel crucial nessa missão. O projeto tem sido fundamental para a preservação de nossos ecossistemas e culturas únicos. Por meio desse projeto, conseguimos combinar com sucesso o conhecimento tradicional com a tecnologia moderna para monitorar e proteger nosso território. Nossa equipe de vigilância, composta por membros de todos os grupos étnicos, usa ferramentas digitais como drones e imagem de alta resolução para rastrear e denunciar atividades ilegais. esse rigoroso trabalho de campo nos permitiu documentar e responder às incursões, garantindo a proteção contínua de nossas terras. Apesar das ameaças constantes e da trágica perda de nosso principal treinador Bruno Pereira em 2022, nosso movimento se fortaleceu. Temos finanças transparentes e eficientes, uma estrutura de governança democrática que garante a sustentabilidade de nossos esforços. Estamos profundamente honrados em aceitar o Prêmio Equatorial de 2024 em nome da Univaja. Este prêmio reconhece os esforços incansáveis de nossas diversas comunidades que se uniram para defender nossos direitos constitucionais e preservar nosso conhecimento tradicional e proteger vasto Vale do Javari. Continuaremos a preservar, salvaguardando nossas florestas intactas e culturas vibrantes para as próximas gerações.
Friends, welcome back to 2024 Equator Prize Award Ceremony. We are excited to welcome now Francisco Vera, a remarkable young leader, to this year's ceremony, to help us introduce the winners under the Nature for a Just Transition category. Francisco, a 13-year-old activist from Bogota, Colombia, is a powerful voice for a greener and more sustainable world. As a dedicated advocate for climate action and children's rights through his group, Guardian for Life, Francisco has been making waves in the area of environmental activism. His use of social media and engagement with school highlight his commitment to a healthier planet and a bright future for all. Francisco, it's an honor to have you with us today. The floor is yours.
Hi to everybody, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity of presenting the Nature for a Just Transition category in this 2024 Equator Prize. I would like to start by thanking especially the three winners, the three indigenous communities initiative who have won this category. Congratulations, first of all, and thank you. Thank you for your devotion, for your dedication, for your great work that inspire us all to take action and to keep up the works we are doing in our communities. Thank you because you are the biggest source of hope we can have in such a difficult moment for our society. Right now we are living the highest levels of violence since the end of the Second World War. We are living a planetary crisis, we are living pandemics, we are living famine in many places around the world. And you are a great Eco-Hope example. You are our Eco-Hope. So thank you for giving us Eco-Hope. When I was 9, I decided to create a movement moved by the situation in the Amazon region in 2019. Those fires that now are again taking place, not just in the Amazon, but now in my own town, in Villeta. Villeta is under fire, as many other places in South America and around the world. Now we are seeing, for example, in Central Europe, tragic floodings. In Japan, in many other places, we are seeing the devastating consequences of the planetary crisis. So I decided to invite 6 of my colleagues from the school to create a movement called Guardianes por la Vida. Now we are more than 700 children working in Colombia and other countries of the region for environmental justice, for climate justice. But in that long path, I have also suffered the threats and the intimidation and violence human rights defender in the world suffer also. So in that sense, your work is more remarkable, is more admirable, and I just urge you to continue forward, to move forward and keep up the great work. Now I will announce the 3 winners. In Zambia, we have Credit Safe Loans, which are an innovative solution and initiative that provides affordable climate finance for small scale farmers in Zambia again, and who are also teaching young people the basic green skills for a green economy. Thank you so much and congratulations. Now from my country, we have FENCAFE, Federación Mesa Nacional de Café, who are supporting the 2016 peace agreement and other local communities through coffee sustainable production to build a green economy. Thank you so much for your work and congratulations. And finally, also from my country, from the heart of the earth, of the planet, as they themselves define the Sierra Nevada of Santa Marta, is Azoraroaco, Asociación de Productores de los Pueblos Araucos de la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. Thank you so much also, not just for your specific work protecting the lands of indigenous people, but also for giving us hope and for teaching us the importance of making peace with life. Thank you all and continue forward. Congratulations, and it's a pleasure to know your work. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Now, on to our 4th winners under the Equator Prize category, Nature for a Just Transition. This time from the Latin America and Caribbean region, Healing from Colombia. Let us learn about the first winner in this category.
Nosotros somos caficultores colombianos. La caficultura es parte de nuestra identidad nacional. Llevamos en nuestras manos el grano que da vida al aroma más querido, el café. Durante más de 100 años, el café ha sido el principal producto de exportación colombiano. Recorre todos los países del mundo. Sin embargo, nuestros caficultores toman el café de la peor calidad. A partir de la necesidad de transformar las condiciones del campo y las necesidades de las familias caficultoras, nace FENCAFE. FENCAFE nace como una organización de firmantes del Acuerdo de Paz. Buscamos democratizar el café, transformar las condiciones de inequidad, tanto sociales como ambientales, que existen en el campo colombiano. Implica mejorar las condiciones de las familias caficultoras, integrarlas en los 3 eslabones de la cadena de valor del café no solamente en la producción, sino también en la transformación y la comercialización del café.
Pues como puedes ver el mapa de tu finca con las plantas que son nativas de esta región, que se ha venido reproduciendo en el vivero, y pues ahí claramente queda el área de lo agroforestal y el enriquecimiento de bosque que previamente recorrimos y miramos en su finca.
En medio de esto que se empezó a desarrollar durante estos 100 años de una caficultura injusta, fue no solamente injusta socialmente, sino también injusta ambientalmente, obligando a las familias caficultoras a ir cada vez más arriba en las montañas, porque la temperatura de las fincas cafeteras está cambiando y no se puede cultivar café en zonas cálidas. Entonces empezamos a desarrollar nuestra estrategia de sostenibilidad ambiental, que la caficultura pueda convivir con el ecosistema.
Le entregamos este cámulo cachimbo, que también es para agroforestal, este guayacán rosado, y le entregamos este guayacán amarillo.
Nuestro objetivo es reducir la vulnerabilidad socioambiental y fortalecer la capacidad de adaptación y mitigación del cambio climático. Buscamos un desarrollo sostenible que garantice la vida y la paz en nuestros territorios. Reconocemos la importancia de cada eslabón en la cadena de valor del café y promovemos la conservación y restauración de nuestros ecosistemas. Nuestro café no es solo fruto de la tierra, sino también fruto de la lucha por la justicia social y ambiental.
Congratulations to Federación Mesa Nacional del Café. You are transforming Colombia's coffee industry with a new model that prioritizes environmental and social justice. Consisting of 28 coffee associations, you are dedicated to supporting local communities and implementing sustainable practices. By focusing on economic reintegrations, reducing inequality, and promoting climate resilience agriculture, you are enhancing rural economy and combating climate change. Your work is setting a new standard for sustainable coffee production and environmental governance. Your new coffee model that emphasizes environmental social justice is remarkable. Can you explain how this model reduces inequality among coffee farmers?
Desde el nacimiento de la Federación Mesa Nacional del Café, FENCAFé, somos una organización que busca reducir las brechas de desigualdad entre campo y ciudad. Somos una organización que agrupa 28 formas asociativas de firmantes del Acuerdo de Paz en 8 departamentos del país. Incorporamos los 3 eslabones de la cadena de valor del café: producción, transformación, comercialización, buscando fortalecer la economía familiar campesina. Nuestra apuesta por la democracia cafetera implica fortalecer el conocimiento técnico cafetero, hacer que este conocimiento sea asequible y sencillo para las familias caficultoras, mejorar las condiciones económicas de esas mismas familias caficultoras, pero también mejorar la adaptabilidad al cambio climático de los territorios donde estamos trabajando. Con la Federación Mesa Nacional del Café ganamos en el año 2019 el premio a la mejor taza de café del mundo y la mejor taza de café de Colombia, pero no solamente es un premio, un reconocimiento a una buena calidad de café, sino que es sobre todo un reconocimiento a una caficultura justa, una caficultura que busca preservar la caficultura para las siguientes generaciones. Nos llena de alegría recibir el premio Equatorial 2024, es un reconocimiento, un impulso, un abrazo a el esfuerzo de paz que estamos realizando con los compañeros y compañeras en todo el territorio nacional. Es un impulso también para seguir trabajando por una caficultura resiliente con el cambio climático, con una caficultura más justa.
From Colombia's innovative coffee practices, we will shift our focus to Zambia. Let us discover how Credoserve Loans is making strides in sustainable development and community empowerment.
Growing up, I did see my siblings struggle a lot with the impacts of climate change. Trees were becoming less, so they meant that they needed to do more work because the rains were not falling, the trees were finishing, and it was at that point that we realized that for us to be effective in combating the effects of climate change, we needed a community-based company that could provide accessible and sustainable financing options for smallholder families. EquatorServe is a social impact financial institution that offers climate-smart financing for rural smallholder farmers who are predominantly women. We finance the purchase of irrigation systems, biodigesters, improved goat breeds, as well as sustainable food practices. The main difference between EquatorServe and the traditional financial institution is that we do not require collateral from the people that we finance. So all we need is somebody that is willing and recognizes that they have the power within themselves to lift them and their families out of poverty. Then we work with them, and we have seen that they're capable of paying back these loans. Our vision is to see that every smallholder farmer has drip irrigation at their farm to ensure that they can produce food all year round, and that they have adopted clean energy such as biogas to ensure that we keep the trees standing without cutting them for charcoal, therefore contributing to multiple sustainable development goals, as the primary beneficiaries of our products are women and girls. In the long term, we are seeing a community that is not only food secure at household level, but one that is able to produce and sell their crop to the wider community as an alternative source of income. We are very ambitious at EquatorServe. We want to get to a point where we can save over 100,000 farmers in Zambia by 2030. We are very grateful that we've so far reached 10,000. We are looking forward to reaching more farmers, but we are going to ensure that it's not just the statistics that we meet, but it is the real impact that we have created.
EquatorServe loans provide affordable climate finance to small-scale farmers in Zambia's Rufunza district by offering support for climate-smart agriculture and biogas energy. They help farmers adapt to climate change, reduce reliance on rain-fed crops and charcoal, and promote forest regenerations. Their pay-as-you-go biogas model enhance health, support organic farming, and empower communities with sustainable practices, aligning with multiple sustainable development goals. Your innovative and community-focused approach to providing affordable climate finance and sustainable solutions has significantly enhanced the resilience and livelihood of small-scale farmers in the Rufunza district, setting a commendable examples in climate justice and environmental stewardship. What specific strategy do you employ to make this a reality?
Our journey began with the vision of creating a thriving rural community where smallholder farmers, predominantly women, are safeguarded from the impacts of climate change. Leveraging technology and the use of ICT, we have developed financing products that ensure that households are protected from climate change by promoting the use of drip irrigation as well as biogas energy for households. Our innovative products promote the use of climate-smart agriculture through financing water-efficient drip irrigation as well as sustainable fodder practices. Our award-winning pay-as-you-go model for biogas energy adoption ensures a clean cooking environment for women, therefore improving their health as well as the health of the environment. The bio-slurry from the biodigesters is used as an organic fertilizer, which further improves soil health as well as forest regeneration. EquatorServe's core team, with first-hand experience of rural challenges, ensures that our initiatives are community-rooted and inclusive. By working with partners such as Managers Without Borders and UNITA, we prioritize gender equality and youth empowerment. Our work is so central to the empowerment of women and the forest, therefore promoting gender equality as well as contributing to multiple sustainable development goals. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I accept the 2024 Equator Prize on behalf of CreatorServe. This recognition inspires us to expand equity, environmental justice, as well as climate action. Thank you.
Now let us head back to Colombia to explore the important work of Asociación de Productores del Pueblo Arauco de la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta.
Para nosotros la Sierra Nevada es el corazón del mundo. Por ejemplo, la nieve es el cerebro y el cerebro pues está protegido con este gorro. Los huesos es piedra, la tierra pulpa es la carne, el agua es la avena y la planta del pie es el mar. Por eso nosotros no renunciamos ni al pico nevado ni el mar. Tenemos que estar conectados. Nosotros siempre hemos sido veedores de esta naturaleza en la sierra por mucho tiempo. Pero en el año 70 al 80 vino muchísima gente del interior del país a ubicarse y cultivar marihuana. Eso fue un desastre total y cada vez los indígenas tenían que estar más arriba. Por eso nosotros estamos recuperando territorio y la idea es regenerar bosque con plantas nativas para recuperar todo. La asociación Azoraco comenzó en el 2015. Pensamos que era interesante exportar el café, el cacao, la panela y también defender las mochilas, el trabajo de las mujeres. Crear una institución sin que nadie lo conozca y salir a flote es muy difícil. Sin embargo, tuvimos el primer contacto con un italiano que nos compró el café. Lo mismo pasó con el cacao y empezamos a tejer como esa relación Europa y la asociación. Y empezamos a hablar de esta importancia de recuperar las tierras. Cuando nosotros recuperamos las tierras, siempre hay que ubicar a alguna familia para que cuide lo que se va recuperando. Apoyamos en el cultivo de café, en el cacao, pero de eso el 70% debe ser de regeneración de bosque. Entonces, estamos produciendo economía conservando. El pueblo arhuaco y todos los indígenas somos ambientalistas por naturaleza. Todos somos el responsable de cuidar, es su visión, es su misión. Estamos soñando con avanzar sobre la Declaración Mundial en la UNESCO para la conservación y protección de la naturaleza y la cultura. Entonces, creo que la labor es mucho más allá de vender, sino garantizar la vida a la Sierra Nevada.
Congratulations, Asociación de Productores del Pueblo Arauco de la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. Located in the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, this association of Arauco agroforestry producers has been pivotal in preserving sacred land and enhancing livelihoods. Since 2015, you have championed sustainable agroforestry with organic coffee, cacao, and sugarcane, reaching European markets. The recent initiatives, including a payment for ecosystem services model, focus on reforestation and restoring sacred sites. Your dedication to environmental and social balance is truly inspiring. You have undertaken a comprehensive conservation project covering 195,000 hectares, including 85,000 hectares of crucial forests. How has your initiative managed to balance environmental conservation with preservation of your culture and traditions?
La preservación de la cultura es la garantía de la preservación natural de la Sierra Nevada. Porque el conocimiento de indígena es la garantía de que las cosas se mantengan como debe ser, como ha estado siempre. Por eso mismo nosotros hemos dicho que es el corazón del mundo, pues si es el corazón es porque tiene gente que conoce la historia y sabemos que si la sierra se conserva, se puede conservar el mundo. Ese conocimiento es lo que nos mueve, ¿no?, a las autoridades, a los mamos, a los jóvenes. Es nuestra misión trabajar para el bien de la humanidad. Muchas gracias a PNUD y todos los que apoyaron para que Azoroaco pudiera tener este premio ecuatorial. Eso implica una tarea más fuerte para nuestra asociación y vamos a emprender la tarea de declarar la sierra como patrimonio natural y cultural de la humanidad. También necesitamos de ustedes, de PNUD y todos los que tienen que ver para que el pueblo entero de los Kogi, de los Wiwa, de los Cancuamo y el Arhuaco podamos trabajar unificadamente y darle esta protección.
In the past few weeks, each of the 11 winners of the 2024 Equator Prize has been meeting virtually. And I understand they have worked together on a collective messages, a community statement that they would like to share. We are excited to hear what you want the world to know and to hear your call to action to our world leaders.
A natureza está pedindo ajuda.
Y su mensaje es claro.
Our planet's future is at risk.
And so is our own. Des forêts anciennes, notre maison sont abreuves.
Como povos indígenas, nossa conexão com a terra é sagrada.
And as she suffers, so do we.
رودخانه‌ها و اقیانوس‌ها با پلاستیک پر شده‌اند.
Los contaminantes pesan el aire.
Wetlands are burning.
Vibrant ecosystems are turning into wastelands.
And agricultural expansion is pushing species to extinction.
با کاهش طبیعت، منابع و دانش سنتی با آن وابسته‌ایم در حال محو شدن است.
Nós, povos indígenas,
and the original guardians of the forest and land stewards.
Local communities,
Mujeres, ancianos, jóvenes,
E guardiões da Mãe Terra.
We are asking you, is this the future we want?
Is this legacy we want to leave to the future generations?
Hemos escuchado muchas promesas sobre la importancia de las soluciones basadas en la naturaleza.
a importância de comunidades como a nossa.
The importance of providing direct financial support.
And the importance of scaling our work.
As indigenous people and local communities, we stand at the heart of the solutions.
De que nosso planeta precisa com urgência.
اکنون بیش از هر زمانی دیگری باید دانش ما به عنوان بخش ضروری از رسیدگی به بحران جهانی محیط زیست شناخته شود.
Ensemble, avec des leaders, des innovations et des scientifiques, nous pouvons créer des partenariats puissants qui alignent le savoir traditionnel aux solutions modernes.
soluciones para la planificación, la gestión,
La restauración, el monitoreo y la investigación. We have heard many promises, but we need real solutions.
Solutions to protect and restore our planet.
برای کاهش آسیب‌پذیری ما نسبت به تغییرات اقلیمی.
To help the world transition to a nature-positive economy fairly and equitably.
Como vencedores do Prêmio Equatorial de 2024, não estamos esperando por mudanças.
We are driving it.
We are advancing climate mitigation by blending innovation with traditional knowledge.
En la Reserva Natural Aplanada en Colombia, estamos protegiendo las tierras aguá a través del turismo científico.
No Vale do Javari, no Brasil, estamos defendendo a gestão ambiental e a autonomia dos povos indígenas.
Au Sénégal, nous préservons la biodiversité dans la réserve de Dindéfelo grâce à la reforestation et l'agriculture durable.
We are integrating nature into adaptive food systems and livelihoods.
No Cerrado e no Pantanal do Brasil, estamos restaurando sementes e práticas agrícolas tradicionais.
In Kenya, we are addressing land rights and tackling climate change by restoring land.
In Morocco, we are preserving our local heritage and safeguarding genetic diversity with community seed banks.
In Iran, we are empowering communities to conserve wetlands, including agriculture, through capacity building, education, environmental leadership, and the specialized development of institutionalizing friendship with nature in children and adolescents.
In Bangladesh, we are revitalizing the Sundarbans mangrove ecosystem by promoting sustainable livelihoods, respecting local culture, and ensuring the integration of water, energy, agriculture, fisheries, and tourism.
Também estamos liderando soluções ecológicas para uma transição justa para um futuro positivo para a natureza.
En la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta, en Colombia, estamos armonizando la identidad arhuaca e integrando la sabiduría ancestral en un modelo sostenible de producción de alimentos.
En Colombia, en los territorios más afectados por conflicto, estamos implementando el acuerdo de paz
y promoviendo la justicia ambiental a través de la democratización del café, empoderando a mujeres y hombres como agentes de cambio en promoción rural.
In Zambia, we are fostering climate-smart agriculture through innovative financing mechanisms.
اگرچه ما از فرهنگ‌های متنوعی می‌آییم، با امیدها و مبارزات مشترک متحد هستیم.
Durante generaciones, nosotros, los pueblos indígenas y las comunidades locales,
hemos sido los guardianes más delicados de la natureza.
No entanto, carregamos o fardo mais pesado da mudança climática, da população e das perdas de biodiversidade.
With our knowledge, stories, and solutions, we are taking a bold step to restore ecosystems,
protect biodiversity,
build just, inclusive societies,
mitigar as mudanças climáticas e nos adaptar aos seus impactos.
Ultimately, fostering cooperative well-being.
اما برای ایجاد تأثیر جهانی پایدار به حمایت‌های فرهنگی حساس، شامل و نهادین و مالی قوی‌تری نیاز داریم.
Nous avons besoin que vous, nos gouvernements nationaux, respectez l'état de droit.
We need you to do your part so that we can do our part.
Este é o momento de fazer as pazes com a natureza. É hora de
ensure economic justice for all,
involucrar a mujeres y jóvenes en la acción climática.
Transformar nossos sistemas para que sirvam a todos, inclusive a nós, os verdadeiros guardiões da natureza.
Reform policies to enable us to continue our work.
Honrar la sabiduría ancestral.
And integrate traditional knowledge into global climate and biodiversity strategies.
Respect indigenous rights and recognize our critical roles in healing our planet
and securing a just future for all.
Nosso objetivo é futuro
where we live in peace, placing sustainable development at the core of our actions while reducing inequalities.
Where we restore ecosystems, strengthen community resilience, and empower local voices.
Donde promovemos y utilizamos el conocimiento tradicional junto con la ciencia y las nuevas tecnologías.
جایی که ما فرآیندها را برای دسترسی به راه‌حل‌های مالی ساده و هموار کنیم.
Where we achieve the goal of the Global Biodiversity Framework and the Paris Agreement together.
Onde mostraremos ao mundo que podemos reimaginar um futuro diferente para nós mesmos e para o planeta.
Oui. the 2024 Equator Prize winners.
União dos Povos Indígenas do Vale do Javari.
Federación Mesa Nacional del Café.
Reserva Natural La Planada Resguardo Indígena Agua Pialapí Pueblo Viejo.
Asociación de Productores del Pueblo Arhuaco de la Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta.
Coletivo Ambientalista Indígena de Ação para a Natureza, Agroecologia e Sustentabilidade.
Moroccan Biodiversity Livelihood Association. Indigenous Livelihood Enhancement Partners.
From Bangladesh, Sundarbans Eco-Village.
میراث پریشان کازرون.
Cradle Save Knowles.
در حال حاضر در مسیر این آینده رهبری می‌کنند.
E nos ajuda a escolher a natureza para a vida.
Nature for life.
طبیعت برای زندگی.
Nature for life.
Welcome back to 2024 Equator Prize Award Ceremonies. Last category, Nature for Climate Adaptation and Resilience, where we explore how nature can help humanity adapt to climate change and become more resilient. And now we are honored to hear from Ida Elisabeth Elmark, who is the Senior Advisor of the Norwegian Agency for Development Cooperation.
Honored guests, esteemed partners, and passionate champions of the environment. I'm deeply honored to address you all today as we gather to recognize the remarkable contributions by Indigenous peoples and local communities who are spearheading the efforts within climate adaptation and resilience. These communities embody the transformative power of nature-based solutions, integrating nature into the very foundation of sustainable development. They are safeguarding water and food security, reducing disaster risk, and strengthening community resilience, all while addressing the pressing challenge of climate change. A senior advisor from the Department for Climate, Nature and Private Sector here at NORAD in Norway, I'm especially proud to witness these achievements. NORAD's mission has long been to support initiatives that promote sustainable development and environmental conservation. Our partnership with Indigenous peoples and local communities aligns with a broader commitment to supporting climate action and biodiversity preservation. At NORAD, we recognize that Indigenous and community-led initiatives are crucial to realizing global climate goals. And it's only by empowering local leaders that we can ensure a sustainable and resilient future for all. This year's Equator Prize winners reflect the very heart of these values. From Bangladesh to Brazil, Iran to Morocco, Kenya, and beyond, the communities in climate adaptation and resilience category have embraced nature as an ally in combating climate crisis. And it's with great pride that I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each one of these remarkable winners. All the 2024 Equator Prize awardees embody the spirit of innovation, resilience, and community-driven solutions that are essential for addressing climate change. At NORAD, we are committed to support the work of these communities through international cooperation, and we will continue to advocate for stronger partnerships that ensure both environmental sustainability and social equity. The work of these communities reminds us that real progress comes from the ground up, driven by local knowledge, respect for nature, and a vision for a better world. As we celebrate our success today, let us all renew our commitment to amplifying and support these initiatives and effective solutions. Together, we can build a future where nature is at the heart of climate action, a future where both people and planet can thrive in harmony. Thank you.
Let us continue our journey to Brazil to discover the work of Coletivo Ambientalista Indígena de Ação para a Natureza, Agroecologia e Sustentabilidade. Let us explore their effort in advancing agroecology and environmental sustainability.
Nós, terenas, somos um povo agricultor, né? Desde o início, sempre fazendo essa linha, né, de pensamento, de cultivar algo sem prejudicar a natureza, né?
Nos passados a gente vinha coletar fruta aqui, né? Mas depois que instalou essa fazenda, a gente foi expulso daqui, né? Então, depois do reconhecimento do estudo antropológico, né, que garantiu que essa terra é originalmente nossa, né, a gente pensou em reflorestar e viver da maneira que somos. A nossa jornada originária aqui na terra indígena Cachoeirinha é voltada para a preservação ambiental, revitalização das nossas terras e das nossas práticas tradicionais.
Temos aqui a banana, né? Temos aqui o cacau, tem um pezinho de açaí. Esse é o sistema agroflorestal. Mas ainda precisa de água para poder produzir fruto. Isso não temos, estamos lutando para conseguir.
A nascente é o principal foco de vida, né? Com a retomada de terras, a gente pensou logo nisso, né? A recuperação das nascentes.
Quando a gente vai recuperar uma nascente, né, existe tudo uma questão também cosmológica, né, espiritual. Qual a espécie, né, que vai se adaptar melhor naquele terreno para que aquela água volte a brotar da terra de novo. Os nossos anciões, né, eles fazem orientação para as crianças e para os jovens, né, de como a gente vai recuperar aquele local que está degradado.
Água gelada, né? Daqui ela vai desaguar ali no rio Agaxina, aí vai desaguar lá em Rio Aquidauana. Do rio Aquidauana vai lá para o rio Paraguai. Por isso a importância desses cuidados que a gente tem na nossa reserva para poder não deixar secar o Pantanal como está acontecendo hoje, né?
A gente sempre cita que as duas ciências precisam caminhar junto, né? É o conhecimento da aldeia e o conhecimento da universidade. A gente une esses dois conhecimentos e a partir dele a gente tem resultados positivos dentro do território, né?
A Caianás tem se esforçado bastante, né, para que esse conhecimento dos nossos antepassados, né, cheguem às nossas crianças, nossos jovens, não somente através das práticas, né, na floresta, mas também integrar a agroecologia dentro do currículo escolar da nossa comunidade. Essas crianças, esses jovens, são futuros multiplicadores, futuros semeadores, né, das nossas práticas ancestrais.
Ao longo dos anos, eu carrego também essa missão, né, de ser um guardião de semente. Mas como a gente está tendo muita dificuldade, né, para plantar hoje, né, por conta do clima, né, a gente tem parceiros, né, parceiros que trazem também para a gente essa semente para a gente multiplicar.
Ao longo desses 10 anos, a Caianás já implantou aproximadamente 40 hectares de agroflorestas, né?
Dentro desses anos que houve a Caianás dentro da nossa comunidade, a gente vê uma mudança, né, com relação ao mundo feminino, né? porque a gente via sempre as mulheres terenas como dona de casa, né? Daí, quando a Kaianás surgiu, a gente viu muitas mulheres interessadas também na agricultura, né? E elas têm esse dom também. Tanto que todas as mulheres têm um quintal agroflorestal que chama, né?
O meu sonho de futuro, né, como Kaianás, né, e como indígena, é que daqui a 50 anos a gente não fale mais em restauração, mas sim apenas em preservação.
Congratulations! Your work in Brazil is an illustration of environmental and community resilience. Since 2015, you have been revitalizing traditional agroecological practices in the Cerrado and Pantanal regions by recovering traditional seeds and restoring degraded land. You are enhancing both the environmental and local livelihood. Since 2015, your organization has demonstrated how the fusions of culture and ethno-agroecological practices can empower indigenous families and help protect and manage their territories. How do you exemplify this in your initiatives?
A Kaianás, ela através das suas práticas, né, culturais e etnoagroecológicas, visam, né, fortalecer as famílias indígenas terenas para que continuem, né, nessa luta, continuem a praticar, né, o que os nossos ancestrais, os nossos antepassados deixaram como de mais valioso, que são o conhecimento. E a gente quer seguir com essa missão para que a gente possa, né, deixar para os nossos jovens, nossas crianças, esse conhecimento. A Kaianás se sente honrada, né, com o Prêmio Equatorial 2024, né, do PNUD. Se sente feliz e agradece ao PNUD, né, pela honra de nos conceder esse prêmio. E estamos muito felizes, né, como Kaianás e como povo tereno.
From Brazil, let us now travel to Morocco and discover the innovative effort of the next winners, Moroccan Biodiversity and Livelihood Association, an initiative that is transforming land management and fostering communities' resilience in the heart of North Africa.
من تأسيس الجمعية المغربية المحافظة على التنوع البيولوجي والتنمية البشرية، ركزنا المجهودات ديالنا على جبال الأطلس الكبير نظرا للغنى والتنوع البيولوجي اللي كتمتاز به، وكتعتبر من واحد لي هوت سبوت دو بيوديفيرسيتي اللي كاينين في البحر الأبيض المتوسط. الهدف ديالنا هو نقصوا الضغط على التنوع البيولوجي، نحافظوا على بعض الأنواع المهددة بالانقراض، نحافظوا ونقويو الممارسات والمعارف التقليديه الايكولوجيه، ونساهموا بطبيعه الحال في التنميه وتقويه سبل العيش المحليه.
بين الموروث الثقافي تخلى نديس يبدلان نديس بزاف يبدلان من بين يبدلان تخلى ليس يبدلان ني وردان داين لا دغا كان كوني المساحه زري 4000 هكتار اللي تشارك ما بين شرط القبائل ابو دليل تخدات تسيار بين الناضيه سيامون ثالث تسيار سيان القانون العرفي.
كنشوفوا يعني الحاله ديال النباتات، الحيوانات، الفراشات والحشرات بصفه عامه اللي عندها الاهميه حتى هي في المنطقه، وكذلك باش نعرفوا التأثيرات السلبية والإيجابية.
نلا غير البيبينيير إنبيلاي جماعة مكدال البيبينيير مزوارو إلا هو 2013 والسين هو 2021. البيبينيير هذا الهدف نسنا نجايقات نتزول الأعشاب الطبية والعطرية الأشجار المثمرة نتفرقين الدن اللي الساكنة الجماعة مكدال ولا الجماعات اللي صافي قربوا.
ربطت علينا أشجار مثمرة
فيها اللوز القرقاع وحوايج أخرى، واستفدنا كولد الدوار من التكاوين خارج المنطقة، داونا ورونا الطريقة باش نغرسوا هاد الشجيرات.
محور آخر اللي كتخدم عليه الجمعية ديالنا هو محور التنوع البيولوجي الزراعي أو لاغروبيوديفرسيتي، حيت كنهتموا بشكل كبير بالزريعة البلدية. من بعد ما كنكثروا من هذه الزريعة، قسم كيمشي للساكنة المحلية باش يستافدوا منها، وقسم آخر كيمشي لبنوك البذور باش يتخزن فيه كمورد عند الحاجة.
الشراكة ما بين دار الزعفران والجمعية المغربية للتنوع البيولوجي والتنمية البشرية من أجل المواكبة سورتو في التسويق الإلكتروني للمنتوجات المجالية ديال اللي حاطين في دار الزعفران.
خلال الفترة الممتدة ما بين 2014 و 2021 فرقنا ما يزيد على 120 ألف شتلة على الساكنة المحلية، غرسنا ما يزيد على 20 ألف شجرة في الوسط الطبيعي ديالها، وتمكنا من تقوية قدرات ما يزيد عن 500 فرد من الساكنة المحلية اللي كنشتغلوا معها في شتى المجالات. نقاتروانو درار ناغلس درار باش نقاتي الموروثنا نحافظ في زبران.
Congratulations! You have been dedicated to protecting Morocco's High Atlas Mountain and supporting local communities since 2014. They focus on revitalizing local seed systems essential for climate resilience by managing community seed banks that preserve over 500 seed varieties. By combining scientific research with communities driving conservation, you enhance biodiversity, food security, and climate adaptation while empowering marginalized groups, especially women and youth. Your initiative truly take a holistic approach to sustainable development. Could you explain to us why you particularly focus on empowerment of youth?
At MBLA, we believe that empowering youth is essential for sustainable development. Young people are the future stewards of our environment and cultural heritage. By engaging and educating them, we ensure that the knowledge and practices necessary for the sustainable agriculture and biodiversity conservation are preserved and advanced. Our youth-focused programs, such as biocultural education initiatives in boarding schools, have equipped hundreds of young people and with essential skills in agroecology and seed conservation. This hands-on learning fosters a deep connection to their cultural heritage and a sense of responsibility toward their environment. The Farmer Field Schools training and Farmer Seed Fair we organized have created a network with a young seed grower who collaborate to sustainable agriculture, diversity, and resilience. By involving young people in planning, decision-making, and implementation, we ensure the longevity and adaptability of our initiatives. Their energy and innovation drive our continuous progress. We are deeply honored that our efforts in youth empowerment and sustainable development are being recognized by UNDP's Equator Prize. This recognition reflects our belief that active youth participation is crucial for building resilient and thriving communities.
Let us travel to Kenya to learn about the remarkable effort of Indigenous Livelihood Enhancement Partners, ILEPA.
The Maasai, my community is a pastoralist community. And so as people of cattle, they are people of the land that is communally held. And so there is a brotherhood between the people and nature. Environmental conservation is at the heart of the way the Maasai experience the world.
We usually move from one place to another in search of pasture and water. But recent years,
we have a problem of moving from one area to another because of the land has been demarcated, the population has grown, so we were forced to be confined.
In the process of allocating land rights, injustices were done. First, it became clear that the weak were dispossessed. Common utility places like water points were privatized. Grounds set aside for common utilities like schools and hospital grounds were privatized. We were seeking to hold our leaders accountable. And therefore, in seeking to address this, we needed evidence so that we can prosecute a legal suit. So ILEPA has really implemented a number of livelihood projects, like, for example, a gravity-fed irrigation system. We have brought goats that are bigger in size, that have more milk, and crossbreed it with the indigenous goat, distributed it to needy women-led households. ILEPA has implemented grass banks. In education, during COVID, ILEPA, with its partners, managed to establish a community resource center with a library, with computers connected to internet, so that these rural communities have an appreciable access to learning material and connect to the world through internet. Beekeeping is a diversification livelihood activity for this community and gives women an additional revenue stream. We have 3 women groups, each having an average of 40 modern beehives. So it's science and indigenous knowledge coming together to enhance resilience of these communities. There was a ripple effect, and Majimoto has become the beacon of hope. It has become a place to look up to know that it is possible to hold leaders accountable. It is never too late to correct an injustice, however long it may take.
Based in Kenya's Narok country, support the Maasai community with sustainable development initiatives. Since 2008, they have expanded from land right to include 3 nurseries, beekeeping, and hay production. By integrating indigenous knowledge, you enhance climate resilience and empower women and youth, promoting inclusive decision-making and environmental stewardship. Your initiative exemplify the integration of indigenous peoples' knowledge and modern strategies for sustainable development. Could you explain why your focus on land rights and community-driven projects is crucial for the Maasai community?
ILEPA believes that securing land rights for this community is a foundation of their sustainable and prosperous living. The Maasai pastoralists, as cattle keepers, are people of the land. Everything rotates around land and natural resources associated to it. It represents our spirituality. It represents our cultural heritage. We managed to restore back at least 700 acres of land that was taken away from this community. In restoring this land, we did not just contribute to security of livelihoods, but we have contributed to the preservation of our cultural identity, our indigenous knowledge systems, and practices. And so ILEPA approached development from a holistic and integrated space through self-determination of these communities, these ancestral domains where they echo living. So for ILEPA, this recognition by the United Nations Development Program, Equator Initiative, is extremely meaningful for us. Much more so because it reaffirms that the approaches by ILEPA that are community-driven, culturally grounded, locally implemented, are transformational in dealing with the challenges of humanity in our age. Thank you very much.
Now let's go to Asia to learn about the Sundarbans eco-village in Bangladesh.
Our community are mainly typical tropical coastal communities, and they are living beside the Sundarbans mangrove ecosystem. Sundarbans is the single largest mangrove forest and UNESCO declared natural world heritage site as well as Ramsar wetland site. So our community are mainly dependent on the forest resources as well as the agricultural activities. Once there was a plenty of mangroves in the Sundarbans periphery, but due to our different destructive activities such as cutting the tree, collecting the mangrove seeds, and disturbing the mangrove regeneration process, we lost our mangroves. So people realized the importance of these mangroves. That's why the local people bring back their mangroves in that area through the restoration conservation activities. BEDS, Bangladesh Environment and Development Society, established since 2010 by the involving of some environmentalists and group of local peoples for solving the complex environmental and social problems in Bangladesh. And our philosophy is to create harmony between humans and nature. So Eco-Village is one of the great initiatives of BEDS. The Eco-Village is a model of social, environmental and economic development by respecting local knowledge and culture. Eco-Village is a locally led adaptation and nature-based solution for conserving our nature and alleviating the poverty of the local people.
We have taken a holistic initiatives such as portable water supply, renewable energy, mangrove conservation and restoration through livelihood improvement and education program, community-based tourism and integrating agriculture, fisheries and forestry.
We restored 150 hectares mangrove forest in the coastal area. We installed 3-4 solar stations in the Sundarbans area.
এটা সাধারণত আমরা আগে কেরোসিন তেল জ্বালাতাম, হারিকেন ছিল, ল্যাম্প ছিল, ওইটা জ্বালাতাম, কিন্তু ওইটা ছেলেমেয়েরা পড়াশোনা করতে পারতো না। তখন এই বেশি প্রথম তারিখ 800 আর পরের তারিখ দেয় মানে 1000।
Economically, this initiative have been creating the local jobs, like women are also involving the mangrove-based product activities, mangrove nursery, and also getting some raw materials for producing their mangrove-based product from these restoration activities. This is also creating the habitat of the biodiversity. So now many birds and wildlife are getting their own habitat. If there is no mangroves, there is no people, there is no human inhabitant in that area. So this is the key impact of the mangrove restoration.
Congratulations! Your organization showcases a holistic model for sustainable development in Bangladesh disaster-prone Sundarban region. The model supports community-based ecotourism and mangrove product marketing, boosting local income and resilience while contributing to biodiversity conservation and climate change mitigation, while also protecting the mangrove for future generations. This is a remarkable example of how integrating environmental sustainability with community development. How has the Eco-Village project impacted the socio-economic condition of the Sundarbans coastal communities while contributing to biodiversity conservation and climate change mitigation?
The Eco-Village initiative embodies our mission to foster ecological balance and harmony between humans and nature. It addresses complex environmental and social challenges through
a holistic approach, profoundly impacting the socio-economic condition of the Sundarbans coastal communities. By restoring 150 hectares of mangrove forest, we have created natural barriers against tidal surges and cyclones, protecting thousands of lives and homes. Our promotion of renewable energy solution has provided over 3,100 families with solar home system, lamps and generators, ensuring sustainable energy access. Furthermore, our initiatives, solar-powered rainwater filtration system, have supplied safe drinking water to 12,000 people, significantly improving public health. The EcoVillage project has made a significant strides in biodiversity conservation and climate change mitigation. Our community-based mangrove restoration and integrated mangrove aquaculture program have rejuvenated the local ecosystem and supported sustainable livelihoods. Green business initiatives such as the Bonojibi brand and community-based ecotourism have provided new income generation opportunities, enhancing local resilience and economic stability. By integrating green education and promoting environmental awareness, we have empowered local communities to adopt sustainable practice. We are immensely grateful for the prestigious Equator Prize, recognizing our hard work, dedication, and innovative spirit. This award encourages us to continue our effort in creating a sustainable and equitable future for all.
And finally, for our last, but certainly not the least winner, we traveled to Iran to learn about Miras Parishan Kazeron.
رابطه مردم سرزمین من با طبیعت، با تالاب، با جنگل همواره یک رابطه وابستگی بوده. این رابطه وابستگی در گذشته که مردم به صورت عشایری زندگی می‌کردند و کشاورزی فصلی انجام می‌دادند، یک رابطه رفاقت برابر بود. بیش از 10 سال هست که هم تالاب ارجن و هم تالاب پریشان و بسیاری از تالاب‌های سرزمین ما در ایران دچار بحران و خشکیدگی هستند که این بحران‌ها هم متأثر از تغییرات اقلیمی جهانی هست و هم مناسبات نابرابر انسان و طبیعت. تا سال 2014 من با همکاری چند نفر از دوستانم و با پشتیبانی و همراهی خانواده میراث پریشان رو متولد کردیم. میراث پریشان کازرون فرایند رشد خودش رو به نحوی آغاز کرد که از همون ابتدا چند هدف کلی داشت. هدف اولش شاید احیای تالاب پریشان بود.
در واقع ما به پژوهشگرانی که میخوان در تالاب پریشان پژوهش انجام بدن کمک میکنیم تا پژوهششون تسهیل بشه و همچنین یک کتابخونه کاملترین کتابخونه محیط زیستی و منابع طبیعی در شهر کوچکمون وجود داره.
تجربه هایی که در مسیر سازگاری با تغییرات اقلیم ما بهش رسیدیم، تجربه هایی بود که باید در اختیار تمام کنشگران حوزه تالاب در ایران و سرزمین های مشابه ایران قرار می گرفت. MPK برای این که بتونه دامنه تأثیرات خودش رو در سطح کشور ایران گسترده کنه، تلاش کرده تا با استانها و تالاب‌های مختلف در گوشه گوشه ایران ارتباط برقرار کنه. در بخش کشاورزی ما تلاش کردیم با معرفی الگوهای کشت کم آببر و ترویج کشاورزی پایدار و سازگار با محیط زیست این کار را انجام بدیم تا کم کم کشاورزان به باور سازگاری با تغییرات اقلیم برسند.
انجمن میراث
پریشان فضایی بود برای گروه‌های سنی متفاوت. مثلا من نونهال که 6 سال داشتم و الان به عنوان یک نوجوان 15 ساله حساب میشم و مادرم به عنوان یک خانم 33 ساله و پدرم به عنوان یک مرد 40 ساله میتونست در انجمن میراث پریشان فعالیت کنه.
آگاهی افزایی عمومی نسبت به کارکردها و اهمیت طالاب‌ها در زندگی مردم که این کارکرد میراث پریشان در بیش از 10 طالاب تا الان در قالب پروژه‌های مختلف نمود پیدا کرده.
انجمن میراث پریشان برای من فضایی رو در کودکی ایجاد کرد که دیدگاهم نسبت به محیط زیست و طبیعت متفاوت باشه.
میراث دیروز، مسئولیت امروز، هدیه فردا.
Congratulations! Miras Parishan Kaziron. You are founded in 2014. You are dedicated to protect Iran's largest freshwater wetland, the Parish International Wetland. Driven by local activists, you advocate for wetland conservation and restoration through the Parish Wetland Education and Research Center. Your participatory approach empowers communities, fostering collaboration with various entities, and expand effort to safeguard other wetlands. Your grassroots initiatives significantly contribute to ecosystem conservation and sustainable management across Iran. How has the establishment of the Parish Wetland Education and Research Center in 2019 enhanced your organization's ability to promote climate resilience and engage local communities in wetland conservation efforts? May you talk about that, please?
When we formed MPK in 2014, we were a small group of my young friends and my family, driven by a deep connection with our wetland and an urgent need to address its alarming depletion. Over the years, we have grown into a leading advocate for wetland conservation across the nation. The establishment of the Parishan Wetland Education and Research Center in 2019 was an important moment for MPK. It serves as a focal point for communication, education, and research, enhancing our ability to engage local community in conservation efforts. By fostering participatory practices, we have empowered residents to protect their natural heritage. Our efforts now extend to other important wetland ecosystems like Arjan, Tashk, Bakhtegan, and Shadegan. With over 100 dedicated volunteers, MPK lead by example, ensuring the long-term monitoring of the vital ecosystems. On behalf of Miras Parishan Kaziron, I'm deeply honored and humbled to accept the 2024 Equator Prize. This recognition motivates us to continue our mission with a renewed vigor and dedication. We express our deepest gratitude to UNDP Equator Initiative team for honoring our work and supporting grassroots environmental conservation worldwide.
As we conclude this year Equator Prize Ceremony 2024, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to the UNDP Ecuador Initiative partners, to each of you for your support, and to the remarkable advocates who have joined us today. Congratulations once again to the exceptional winners of the 2024 Equator Prize. Each of you will receive $10,000 to continue your vital work, along with an additional $5,000 to expand your initiative, thanks to the generous support of our partners. Your dedication to nature-based solutions and community empowerment is truly inspiring. As we close, we will be treated to a special performance by producers, singers, songwriters, entrepreneurs, founder of the Battery Tour, and UN Young Leaders for the SDGs, A.Y. Young. This wraps up the Equator Prize 2024. Stay safe and blessed. Goodbye.
A local hip-hop artist makes an international name for himself. He is the first artist to power his concert with 100% renewable energy.
It is a real honor to recognize Mr. A.Y. Young, the founder of Battery Tour.
It's incredible. Can't wait for you to see this. The United Nations is now throwing its support behind him.
Mr. Young has made a big impact in his young life, born in 1991. He's a singer-songwriter, a dancer, producer, entrepreneur, and sustainability advocate. He's staged and performed more than 800 concerts. He was named by the United Nations recently as one of 17 youth world leaders of the world, the only individual selected for that honor from the United States.
Forward to stimulating this local economy further, bringing entrepreneurs together, bringing businesses together, bringing the world together so we can make some change.
I'm here to listen. Tell me what to do. Give me ideas.
My mission is to kind of break down these silos and build bridges to power collective action by bringing everyone together. It's going to be incredible. My work plan's in 3 different phases. I'm going to make an album powered 100% by renewable energy.
Right now, A.Y. Young is working on an album based on the 17 United Nations goals. Major stars like Tech9 and Billie Eilish will collaborate.
There are 700 million people that are still living in poverty.
The whole premise of your music is about collaboration 100%. And about getting excited. It's about going across the finish line.
I don't think anyone can disagree that everyone needs to have access to energy, water, food. We're all these outlets for change.
Say the planet, we gon' say the planet. Everybody looking at us like we from another planet. Woo! Say the planet, we gon' say the planet. Everybody looking at us like we from another planet. Woo! Say the planet, we gon' say the planet. Everybody looking at us like we from another planet. Ooh. Say the planet, we gon' say the planet. Everybody looking at us like we from another planet. They acting like we from another planet, Mars. They say climate change ain't a thing. What you talking about? What you know about that? What's your carbon offset? Facts. We just wanna act. We ain't sitting back. Solar power. When there's solar power, everybody need the energy. Let's store it up and power the world. Recycle. We need more recycle, but you're acting like some followers on Instagram and Twitter, yeah? So tick tock, don't let the ball drop. The clock starts now, plug in, baby. Hey, so tick tock, don't let the ball drop. The clock starts now, plug in, we gon' save the planet. So tick tock, don't let the ball drop. The clock starts now, plug in, we gon' save the planet. So tick tock, don't let the ball drop. The clock starts now. Save the planet. We gon' save the planet, everybody looking at me like I'm from another planet. Woo! Save the planet, we gon' save the planet, everybody looking at me like I'm from another planet. Ooh. Save the planet, we gon' save the planet, everybody looking at me like I'm from another planet. Ooh. Save the planet, we gon' save the planet, everybody looking at me like I'm from another planet. Ooh. Save the planet, we gon' save the planet, everybody looking at me like I'm from another planet. Ooh. Save the planet, we gon' save the planet, everybody looking at me like I'm from another planet. The ocean is alive, keep the plastic out. The ocean is alive, so keep the plastic out. The ocean is alive, keep the plastic out. The ocean is alive, so keep the plastic out, yeah. Let's save the planet.